Game Freak likes to reference amazing concepts and ideas in their Pokemon games, but sometimes you'll notice that some of these references can be very dark, like the move Night Slash, which is based on the concept of crossroads killing, a technique samurai warriors would practice when they receive a new sword. To test the sword's effectiveness, a samurai would hide nearby a road, usually during the night, for a random defenseless commoner to pass by, and then try to kill them in one strike. Another good example is the move Memento, which causes the user to faint and in return lowers the attack and special attack stat of the target. This move is a reference to the phrase Memento Mori, which is a symbolic phrase that is used constantly to remind us of our mortality. Memento Mori in Latin means remember that you will die. When you look at the box art design for the first two Mystery Dungeon games, you'll notice something really weird. In Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, the Pokemon are looking down a hole, and in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Red Rescue Team, the Pokemon are looking up the same hole. This is a reference to how you can play Pokemon Blue Rescue Team in the top slot of the Nintendo DS and play Pokemon Red Rescue Team in the bottom slot of the Nintendo DS. Another cool fact about the PMD games has to do with Kecleon. This crazy Pokemon is actually the hardest Pokemon to recruit in those games, with a rate of -33.9%. During the Orange League saga of the anime, a new professor was introduced, Professor Ivy, a researcher who studies Pokemon physiology. Professor Ivy is the only professor in the main series who is not named after a tree. Instead, she is named after a plant. However, Ivies can sometimes grow on oak trees, so her name could be a reference to her friendship with Professor Oak. According to the Pokédex, a bite from a young Ekans is harmless because it's not poisonous. Now, this is not true in real life. In real life, a young snake's bite can be very dangerous because they cannot control how much venom they should use when they bite you, so they'll try to inject all the venom at once. When Pokemon Black and White 2 first released in Japan, there was a lot of confusion about a scene that took place in the game. When the player meets Ghetsis, Ghetsis will try to attack the player with his Kyurem, and because of that, many people accused of Ghetsis of being the first villain in a Pokemon game who tried to kill the player. This is obviously wrong, because when Black and White 2 released worldwide, you can see what Ghetsis actually said before attacking the player. Ghetsis just wanted to immobilize the player, not kill him. The legendary Lake Guardians are known for the creation of knowledge, willpower, and emotion, and sometimes these guardians will show up in places that represent these three things. In Pokemon Black and White 2, Uxie will appear in front of Naccarin City Museum, a place where people go to seek knowledge. Masprit will appear at the Celestial Tower, a place where people go to express their emotion for the dead Pokemon. And Azolf will appear near Victory Road, a place where a trainer's willpower will be tested. This Guardians also shows up in the anime and chooses the heroes that represent these three things. Masprit chooses Dawn because of her ability to understand the feeling of Pokemon. Uxie chooses Brock because of his superior knowledge of Pokemon. And Azolf chooses Ash because of his strong willpower to protect Pokemon. Alright, that is all for this video. I'll be back with another video soon, so subscribe and stay tuned.